Hopefully the audio and the video is not going to be out of sync like the last class. Audio video का synchronization थोड़ा error हो गया था. Anyway, let's see. The puzzle is there are three scientists with hats. It says three scientists went on an expedition in an Amazon forest where they were captured by cannibals. Interesting. The cannibal chief liked having fun, so he devised a game that gave the scientists a chance to survive. He took them to a tent where he had three hats, three white hats, and two black hats. No points for guessing where he got the hats from. He then puts one hat on the head of each of the scientists. Since there were five hats, two hats remained unused. एक चीज मैं यहाँ पे पढ़ते पढ़ते मैं बताता भी रहूंगा. पहले तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग इट शिफ्ट. ठीक है. आपने सुना होगा देयर इज अ स्टेटमेंट व्हिच सेज दैट गॉड लाइज इन डिटेल, सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल. यू शुड नॉट बी स्किपिंग एनीथिंग. जब आप वीआरसी रीड करोगे, जब आप एलआरडीआई रीड करोगे, यू शुड नेवर एवर स्किप रीडिंग अ लाइन. स्पीड बढ़ाने के चक्कर में द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट स्टूडेंट्स डू, दे विल मतलब कूद जाएंगे. बस जल्दी से पढ़ना है भाई, हमको 10 मिनट में खत्म करना है सेट को सॉल्व करके. 10 मिनट में हो जाएगा बाद में खत्म. पहले आप 1 घंटे में खत्म करो, 2 घंटे में खत्म करो. ठीक है. तो इसीलिए रीड इट स्लोली एंड at your comfortable comprehensible speed. There are roughly 4 to 5 LRDI sets in the actual CAT. If you can solve let's say 2.5 or 3 sets, you get a 99 percentile. ठीक है. अगर 4 सेट्स आए, 2 सेट सॉल्व कर दिया तो 99 परसेंटाइल या 95 परसेंटाइल, तो मतलब बहुत अच्छा स्कोर आ जाएगा. तो परेशान नहीं होना है, धीरे धीरे रीड करना है. यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. ठीक है. He then puts one of the hat on the head of each of the scientists. Since there were five hats to remain unused, there is no light in the tent, and there is no way the scientists can see or figure out which hat is which. Nice. Let's read ahead. He told the scientists that they have to walk out of the tent in a queue, and then any one of them has to guess the color of the hat on top of his head. Remember, not on somebody else's, his head. They are to stand so that the third scientist can see the color of the hat on the two scientists in front of him. Middle one can only see the color of the hat on the scientist in front of him. The first scientist cannot see anyone's hat. The scientists were given 10 minutes inside the tent to discuss their strategy. Once they walk out, that the only thing any one of them is allowed to say, the color of my hat is this. If the color is correct, they will all be set free. If the color is wrong, or anyone says or does anything else, all of them will be cooked and eaten. ठीक है. I hope you have by any chance have you read it, Shiv, पहले?
So I had read this Sham ke Samay when after you had sent this to me.
Okay. So do you want some time, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to solve this one?
So I
Have a
tried to
strategy.
figure it. Yeah, so I had tried to figure it out. So the first query or the first dilemma I was in was that do the scientists know the color of the hats? Like not the one which the color of the hat which have been put upon them, but in general
Hmm.
that there are two sets of hats. Do they know that
Hmm.
information?
Hmm. हाँ, they know it.
That there are two sets of hats.
Yes.
Okay.
मतलब the cannibal chief liked having fun. He took them to the tent. I think this should be written over there also. He had three whites and two black hats. He puts one hat on the head of each of the scientists, and there is no light in the tent. There is no way the scientists can see and figure out.
So,
Basically, yeah.
so what I think is that uh, the person who was standing before the two, right? Like the
Hmm.
person who could see the hats of the rest of the two guys.
Hmm.
So he was the one who first said about the color of the hat he was wearing,
Hmm.
who were wearing. So, so then just based on that, I think he said white. And the reason for that is that since then you there are a couple of black hats.
Got disconnected for some reason. Shiv, I think, are you there? I think it got disconnected or what?
So am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you. What happened?
So for some reason, it threw me out of the meeting.
I think I was there too. I mean, I could see you, but ठीक है, पता नहीं कुछ.
So it got disconnected all of a sudden, and then I had to exit it. It threw
I
me
mean,
out.
I would suggest that don't एक suggestion है. You can join in like a guest user, but if you log into the this thing, I think these type of problems would not happen. You can log in
So
with your Gmail ID or
so next
ये.
time I'll keep that in mind.
Sure, sure. ठीक है चलो. There's no point. Tell me like what you were saying.
So I was saying that since there are three of them, right,
Yeah.
and there would be just the, given that they are made to stand in a line. So
Hmm.
there would be a guy, the third guy, who would be able to see the color of the hats of the two guys before him, the two guys
Hmm.
ahead of him.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the most probable strategy which they would devise, keeping in mind the fact that there are three white hats and two black hats, is that
Hmm.
since the guy who has a better view, or or who has the information about the hats other two are wearing, so
Yeah.
he will take the call about trying to predict or trying to make a guess of about the color of his hat.
Sure. Perfect. So actually, I recall that you told me that white is your best guess. Anna.
Yeah.
And actually, this is correct also. This is correct. This is correct. But let's try to do this together, right? So you are actually correct. You have said, अगर कहीं पे भी, if you feel like there is some sort of inference lag that is happening, please do let me know. So what I was thinking is that there are 5 hats, okay, black and white, right? And there are 3 scientists. So I'm trying to I'm trying to think of the scientists as pillars. And because I don't know, I mean, the scientists can only see the color of the person in front of him. So if it is A, B, and C, the C person cannot see anything ahead of him, right?
Yes.
So the point is कि the basically the answer lies in the clues that they have given. पहला चीज ये बोला है कि they have to figure out the color of their own hat, not the color of somebody
This
else.
is that.
हाँ, तो अगर A ने B का hat के बारे में बोला तो he will be short, something like that. It's actually the prisoner's hat problem. This is actually taken from a very interesting puzzle. But this is a smaller version of that puzzle. इसमें simple चीज ये है कि the best case scenario in which anybody can speak is the scenario when both B and C are wearing black. Okay, because this is very logical also, you can understand it like that. There are only two black hats available, so obviously since he's wearing a he's also wearing a hat, so it has to be a white hat. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So the point is कि अगर question हमसे ये बोल रहा है that you can see over there that the scientists went out, they stood there for some time, and then one of them said the color of my hat is this. What color of his hat? What color was his hat? और कुछ नहीं बोला है आगे. So the best case scenario is that both of the सामने वालों का hat color is black, so his hat color will be white. Perfect. But I want to add some more elements into it. I want to see if there is anything else that we can think of. Is there anything else that we can think of? अगर मैं सिर्फ इस पजल की बात करूं तो white is the answer. ठीक है, क्योंकि this is the 100% logical answer. This is 100% logical answer. मैं बस ये कहना चाहता हूं, शिव, think of it. If any one of the hats in between, let's say, I'm specifically talking about B and C. So C is black. Suppose this one is white.
White.
Now the problem is that there is 50% chance. 50% chance. ठीक, एकदम 50-50 chance है. ब्लैक हो
Yes,
सकता है, व्हाइट हो सकता है. अच्छा, यहाँ पे भी अगर मतलब थोड़े से मतलब if you think about it logically, you can say कि सर 50% चांस कैसे है? टोटल 3 व्हाइट हैट्स है ना, टोटल 3 व्हाइट हैट है और एक ही व्हाइट हैट यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट
सिर
हुआ
पे तो
है.
एक ही आएगा.
थिंक अबाउट इट. या करेक्ट, यू आर राइट. थिंक अबाउट इट कि एक व्हाइट यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो चुका है, सो देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी फॉर 2 व्हाइट हैट्स एंड 1 ब्लैक हैट. तो एक्चुअली 50-50 भी नहीं है, मतलब प्रोबेबिलिटी 50% से भी कम है. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. ठीक है. So the best case scenario is that he is silent. He is silent. ठीक है. Now suppose consider it like your situation only. You are with your 3 friends, and a part of my strategy could be कि अगर एकदम the last person, the person A is silent, when can he be silent? When can he be silent? That is a question that I want to poke at. See, I don't really want to answer this, let's say, the point is I'm not really looking for an answer. White is the answer because absolute 100% logical answer. If both of them are black, it is white. That is true. But what else can we infer? What else can we do with it? ठीक है, let's इसको थोड़ा पहले zoom in करता हूँ पहले. I'm feeling a little bit.
So they can also be a scenario where both are white, B and C.
Exactly. वही तो हम करने की थोड़ी बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा let's create some space and try to analyze it. ठीक है. Suppose obviously suppose A is silent. Okay, because obviously if he says incorrect, all of them will be short. So if he is silent, that means it is black and white, something black and white. That is these two are inferring. ठीक है. अब the point is it could be black or white, or it could be white or black.
Black.
What can we do now? अब क्या, अब कौन बोल सकता है? क्योंकि नाउ द सिचुएशन इज दैट, देखो अब ध्यान से देखना है, बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाएगा। अगर बी के कंडीशन में सपोज, ओके, इफ बी okay, I should use the small letter b, okay, small letter b. If capital letter b, or can we use xyz, then it will हाँ ठीक है, xyz यूज कर लेते हैं, तब ये नहीं होगा। इफ y is seeing black, ठीक है, if y is seeing black, then his has to be white 110%, तभी तो ये साइलेंट था ना।
yes sir.
ये ब्लैक हो नहीं सकता, क्योंकि अगर ये ब्लैक होता तो ये जो एक्स वाला बंदा है तुरंत चिल्ला के बोलता मेरा माइन इज व्हाइट, ठीक है। सो दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स दैट यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट, ठीक है। ये सब सोचना पड़ेगा कि और क्या हो सकता है। आंसर व्हाइट ही है, आंसर इज व्हाइट, बट देन आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू सी कैन आई पोक अ लिटिल फर्दर, कैन आई गेट अ लिटिल डीपर इनटू दिस थिंग। अच्छा, अभी आई एम नॉट वेरी हैप्पी विद दिस। व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज दैट सपोज y is seeing white, what then?
So y has seen white.
Yes. Shiv, I want you to understand one thing, ठीक है, कि all this person is silent, ठीक है। अगर ये बंदा साइलेंट नहीं होगा तो ये केस स्टार्ट ही नहीं होगा। So the first establishing point would be that x is silent and he sees white. If x is silent, it is obviously मतलब दो different colors हैं। That is why this person will start thinking that should I talk, because x is silent. Let's say for 5 minutes he's silent, ठीक है। Then y is thinking should I talk, because अगर उसको कुछ भी ब्लैक्स में दिखता तो वो व्हाइट बोल देता, बट उसको ब्लैक्स में नहीं दिखा, उसको मतलब ऑल्टरनेट कलर्स दिखे हैं। सो ही इज थिंकिंग दैट आई मीन आई विल नॉट से, बिकॉज 50-50 चांस है, मर सकता है, एब्सोल्यूट सर्टेनिटी के साथ बोलना है। सो इतना पता है वाई को, इट हैज टू बी व्हाइट और ब्लैक, ठीक है, क्योंकि उसने ये देख लिया है ब्लैक व्हाइट का कॉम्बिनेशन है। तो वाई विल थिंक दैट आई टू एम सीइंग व्हाइट एंड द फर्स्ट पर्सन इज साइलेंट, दैट मींस माइन इज ब्लैक। 100% अश्योरिटी के साथ बोल सकता है माइन इज ब्लैक। मेक सेंस? हाँ,
so but how does y know that x is white? Like
x is not white. See, x का हमको नहीं पता, he is silent. That's what I'm saying, he is silent.
so
But this y, the y fellow is seeing z as white.
so but how does like even in that scenario, right? So there would be for y from y's perspective, there are two spare white hats and two spare black hats. After z has worn after z has a is donning a white
That
hat.
is a different case. That is a different case. Yeah, that is also a possible case. But we are thinking of some of the cases that can have absolute answers. That's what I'm saying. Okay. What if both of them are white? Okay. What this is the case that you are saying, x is seeing both as white. ठीक है। अच्छा, अगर दोनों white exhaust हो चुके हैं, now what chance does x have to get a perfect? Again उसका probabilistic है। Okay, let me say one thing. Analytical logic या फिर deductive logic में there are two types of cases. One is a deterministic case and other is a non-deterministic case. तो the point is that the 100%, जैसे मैंने बोला ना कि ये जो क्वेश्चन जो है, पजल जो है, वो उसका आंसर वाइट ही है, क्योंकि वो बहुत ही बेसिक कंडीशन है। और आंसर वाइट इसलिए भी है क्योंकि अगर सामने दो पर्सन का ब्लैक होगा, तब तीसरा जो एक्स बंदा है वो उचक के बोलेगा दैट माइन इज वाइट। If both of them are not black, then it's a non-deterministic cases and we have to make many cases. So this is one of those cases. ठीक है?
Okay.
तो ठीक है, मतलब let's see it through कि this person is actually seeing both of them as white. Can he say something? मतलब deterministically तो वो नहीं कह सकता ना, 100% logically तो नहीं कह सकता कि 100% एकदम एश्योरिटी के साथ माइन इज व्हाइट और ब्लैक, although
Yes,
black की probability थोड़ी ज्यादा है, but still
mm,
it's chance, right? It's chance, it's not absolute this thing. So what should I do? So now again I'm silent. Again I'm silent.
yes, sir.
Actually, no, I should have made some tables like ठीक है, let's do it over there only. अच्छा, x के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, x के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से there are two possibilities, or shall I make a different type of a table? ठीक है, तो मैं इस पे अभी नहीं आना चाह रहा था, I didn't wanted to make a table, but then let's do it any which ways. So x is seeing, suppose black and black, then obviously this one is white.
Mm,
And if he is seeing black and white, then there is a possibility ki, then he cannot say, he has to keep silent, because now I don't have a deterministic case. Actually, you will see, Shiv, मैं इसको मतलब otherwise it will take the whole class in its wrapper. We can do it, we'll do it also if you want, but the point is that eventually you will see many of the cases will not have deterministic answer, and those cases will get eliminated. That's what I'm basically trying to say. And you will realize that you'll have to do some hard work. It's not like कि 5 मिनट में अभी मैं बता रहा हूँ तो maybe it will start, becoming it will unfold very easily. But then eventually you'll have to sit and say कि अच्छा 100% deterministically क्या possible है? नहीं. So the only deterministically possible case is when both of them are black, and I can say for 100% that yes, it's a white,
white. So
100%.
that, mm,
ठीक है. अच्छा, but then just for the sake of fun, although I don't like these things, but just for the sake of fun, x is saying, this is x, remember, x is saying, x is saying opposite colors, opposite color, white and black. So he will have to be silent. Now between y and z, one person will say. If y is seeing, now it all depends on y. If y is seeing black or white, ये केस नंबर 1 था, ये केस नंबर 2 है. ठीक है, ब्लैक और व्हाइट. Based on that he will make his inference, because now this person cannot say, उसको पता है बोलेगा गोली खाएगा, तो वो तो चुप ही रहेगा, बोले दूसरे के ऊपर छोड़ देते हैं. ठीक है. One of the cases in which he is silent could be y and z is black, black and white. If y sees that x is black, opposite iteration है, ठीक है, ये one of the cases है. Now I can say 100% absolute certainty के साथ that he is white. But I would still, argue with it, क्योंकि the point is we have still some more cases. What if white and white? ठीक है, white and white जो हम अभी डिस्कस कर रहे थे. What if white and white?
so in that
Nothing, no inference can be taken out.
non-deterministic.
अच्छा शिव, एक और है, अगर मैं इसी को इंटरचेंज कर दूं, ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट कर दूं.
So it would be same non-deterministic.
Yes, actually non-deterministic नहीं होगा. It is going to be the same thing as this one, as this one. ठीक है, फिर वही केस हो जाएगा. अगर सामने वाले का जो देखेगा उसका ऑल्टरनेट उसका आंसर होगा, बिकॉज कीपिंग द फैक्ट दैट ही इज साइलेंट. Okay, keeping the fact that he is silent. So this is actually a very good puzzle, and मेरे को ये मजा भी आया था जब मैं इसको देख रहा था. This is actually the second time that I'm seeing this puzzle. The first time I saw it last year.
Yes, sir.
So Shiv, if you have paid attention, there are actually three cases only: black black, white white, और एक alternate colors का. तीन ही पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं, और सब में जो डिटर्मिनिस्टिक केस है वो यही वाला है, 100% व्हाइट, जिसमें दो ब्लैक्स हैं. क्योंकि जो ये दो ऑल्टरनेट कलर्स में है, इनका आंसर डिपेंड करेगा कि सामने वाले का वो क्या देख रहा है. ठीक है, उस पर डिपेंड करेगा, या और इसके साइलेंट होने पे भी डिपेंड करेगा. और व्हाइट अगर है, अगर व्हाइट और व्हाइट है तो कोई बोल ही नहीं सकता कुछ.
That case would be black.
हाँ. अच्छा ये भी तो एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सा सवाल है ना, कि व्हाइट और व्हाइट पे अगर ये साइलेंट है, एक्स इज साइलेंट ऑन white and white, so what inference can these guys, because he's seeing a white and ये वाला white इस वाले white के साथ contradict भी कर रहा है. देखो शिव, ये दोनों केसेस है ना, तो ये बंदा अगर साइलेंट है तो ये दोनों केसेस में से कोई एक केस हो सकता है. अब मैं भी देखो इस पे सोच रहा हूँ कि अगर ये साइलेंट है, इन्होंने प्लान बनाया होगा कि साइलेंट तुम तब रहना या 5 मिनट के अंदर बोल देना या समथिंग लाइक दैट, अगर तुमको ऑल्टरनेट कलर्स दिखते हैं. इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सोच सकते हैं.
Sir, but in any case, like मतलब logically तो सर white क्या आएगा, but in any case, realistically it could be even black. Like we can't actually predict that, right?
हाँ, it is dependent. It is heavily dependent on what is the condition. Again, non-deterministic वाला ही फंडा है. So all in all, if there is one, unique answer that one can get out of it is when you get two blacks, and that is why I said that this is actually an easy one, just based on the fact that you need to give an answer.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा सेट है. चलो, shall we go to the next one?
Yes, sir.
इसका आंसर देखना है तो देख लेना, मैं डाल दूंगा पीडीएफ ग्रुप में. Let's do two more, because I just want to, like, इसमें अच्छे puzzles हैं, so let's not worry too much. Let's see this one. Have you seen this one, Shiv?
So indistinguishable tables. So, no,
Tablets.
Yeah.
Okay. बस दो छोटे पैराग्राफ्स हैं, पढ़ लेते हैं, and let's try to infer this. ठीक है, this should not be very difficult. This is actually more mathematical than analytical, so this will have some element of maths in it, not too much logic. Let's read it. Says Anand has a special medical condition for which he has been prescribed two very expensive medicines by his doctor. These medicines come in the form of tablets of both the medicine look and feel identical and cannot be distinguished from each other. Now we know where this is going. Anand need to take exactly one tablet of each type every day. So that means how many tablets is he taking? He's taking two tablets of different types.
A day.
Great. इस पे भी एक confusion था एक student को. Anyway, so that's besides the point. Okay. One day, while Anand was taking his medicines out, two tablets of the second medicine popped out and got mixed with the one tablet of the first medicine he had already had in his hand. Now there is no way to tell these three tablets apart. Can you find a solution where Anand can use these tablets without throwing them away? Shiv, you need some time, like 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. Just give me a couple of minutes, sir.
Sure. One of the best things, Shiv, after that I will mute my mic. One of the best things that you can do is that actually put yourself in the situation. what would you, and jitna bhi stupid ho situation, if it is a stupid case then it's okay, but put yourself into it and then see what you would have done, and then maybe you can chart a way out. And just for the sake of reference, you can see the image also.
So,
Although,
so
hmm.
okay, okay. He makes that with a one medicine office. That okay.
I'm going mute. Okay, so uh, any anything.
Um. So since he has three medicines, right?
Hmm.
So, so sir, I think, sir, and I think he knows that there is a medicine which is repeated twice.
Hmm.
So, sir, he would first take a tablet from the vial which contains the medicine which is only present once. The tablet which is only one of which is present, which is only present in a single quantity. He would take another tablet of that medicine first.
ठीक है.
Sir, and then I guess, um, so but in this scenario he cannot know this for sure that the medicine he's taking it is in the right proportion. Like There are a lot of scenarios which are present even here.
Actually, Nashiv, what I'm saying is, I can totally understand. Okay, do not think that I am super knowledgeable, and since I am explaining these things, so you are not knowledgeable. First thing is that we are just paying attention to what is being asked and what we can do about it. Cases बन गया तो ठीक है, जैसे मैंने पहले ही उसमें डिस्कस हम लोग किया कि नॉन डिटरमिनिस्टिक केस बना तो छोड़, आगे देखेंगे, दूसरे केस में जाएंगे. Over here, what we need to find a solution is where Anand can use the tablets without throwing them away. तो हुआ क्या है? Basically, the tablets have intermingled unto themselves, right? So the point is that what do we know for a fact? What is it that we know for a fact?
So we know for a fact that there are two tablets of, let's say, kind A and one tablet of kind B.
Okay. Okay. That's a very good inference. That's a very good
And
inference.
second is that he needs to take one medicine each, like of A and B combined.
Okay. Now when we say that two medicines of one kind, two medicines of another kind, I would say that, start using the lingo of the puzzle itself or lingo of the question itself. Two tablets of the second medicine, okay, and or maybe one tablet of the first medicine. So this is not something that I am devising, it's there in the puzzle itself. Now the point is that let's try to understand this. Okay, so he has, you know he has three medicines in his hand. Okay, three medicines in his hand. We obviously, there is no way to tell them apart, or maybe there is a way. The point is that what do we need to do? We need to find a solution wherein Anand can take the tablets without throwing them away or use the tablets. Okay, but then obviously, Shiv, all of us have been patients in our life. The first thing that comes to our mind, maybe in our, in our younger days, our mother may have basically broken the tablets into half. That is one of the things. ठीक है, कि ब्रोक करके और हमने उसको पानी में घोल के भी पी लिया, जो भी है, ठीक है. Even if you are someone who goes to workout or creatine डाल दो उसमें, you can do that. Anyways, point is, yes, you can break them apart. That, sir, if I break, let's say, two of them into half, then I know for a fact that half of this and half of this, I'm assuming that these two are of the same type A and this one is of the type, but how do you know which is type A, type B? But I'm just, अभी मैं periphery में हूँ, अभी मैं अंदर जा नहीं रहा हूँ. I'm not getting into the puzzle, I'm just around the periphery. So I know half and half, और इसमें there is one full tablet. So all I need to do is just introduce another tablet, break it into half, and then maybe make my life easier. ठीक है.
But
The point.
yes, sir.
हाँ
So,
हाँ
but
हाँ हाँ.
even in this scenario, right? So, even in this scenario, it could be the case that this person is only mixing, because it is indistinguishable. This person is only mixing first set of tablets and taking them together. Like, how can he
हाँ
know
तो
for sure? Like, that's what's uh, a bit
हाँ.
confusing to me.
Yes, absolutely. That's a very good question. अच्छा, क्वेश्चन भी अच्छा है और इसका एक मैं थोड़ा दिखाना पड़ेगा मेरे को, ठीक है. I'll have to show you the diagram. ठीक है. So one thing that I know for a fact that this is indistinguishable, but they तो are distinguishable ना.
So, but hmm, hmm. Okay.
अभी मैं just 30 सेकंड के लिए साइलेंट रहूंगा and
So basically, he will be just taking the educated guess that uh, the medicines he placed in his palm, they came from a vial which is different in shape, right? That is the guess
हाँ.
he has to take.
देखो शेप वेप नहीं, अब मैं बता रहा हूँ. देखो शेप तो सब दोनों का ही सेम है
No, sir,
टैबलेट्स
of the
का.
vial, मतलब जो
हाँ
bottle.
हाँ. अरे बाबा, तो टैबलेट्स के जो कंटेनर्स है वो तो डिस्टिंग्विशेबल, उसको पता है, वो तो लिखा हुआ होगा उसमें ना। तो टैबलेट के जो कंटेनर्स, उसको पता है कौन से ए है बी है। टैबलेट्स इंडिस्टिंग्विशेबल है, टैबलेट्स एक जैसे दिखता है, दैट इज द थिंग। ठीक है, लेट्स डू इट नाउ। ओके, देखो मैं बता रहा हूँ, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से। So obviously you'll have to break them into halves.
Okay.
Why is it that we are breaking it into half? Because with this lot there is no way that I can say for a fact which is which. ठीक है, बट मेरे को अपना डोज तो कंप्लीट करना है, मैं ऐसे नहीं कर सकता। सी, वन थिंग दैट आई कैन डू इज मे बी आई कैन जस्ट इग्नोर वन ऑफ द टैबलेट्स एंड से दैट आई विल जस्ट टेक हाफ टैबलेट एंड नेक्स्ट डे आई विल आल्सो टेक हाफ टैबलेट। ओके, दिस इज वन ऑफ द केसेस। बट अगर मैं आज हाफ टैबलेट ले रहा हूं तो मेरा आज का डोज तो कंप्लीट नहीं हो रहा, आई नीड टू कंप्लीट माई डोज ऑल्सो। तो बेसिकली जब मैं इसको सॉल्व कर रहा तो मेरे दिमाग में ये चल रहा था कि मुझे अपना डोज भी तो कंप्लीट करना है। सो व्हाट आई केप्ट ऑन थिंकिंग इज दैट आई ऑलरेडी हैव 3 टैबलेट्स विद मी एंड आई नीड, if you just think of it, I need 2 tablets ka dose. So basically I know for a fact that देखो, जिस बिटवीन दीज टू कंटेनर्स, किसी एक कंटेनर्स में से 2 आए हैं टैबलेट जो इसमें इंटरमिंगल हो गया है। ठीक है, ही डज नॉट नो विच टैबलेट इज विच, बट ही नोज दैट फ्रॉम विच कंटेनर इट हैज इंटरमिंगल्ड ना। मतलब यहाँ पे उसको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि कौन सा टैबलेट कौन सा है, बट ही नोज दैट मे बी इट इज फ्रॉम वाइल नंबर बी और वाइल ए इज still some there which has got a different set of tablets. So now what he can do perhaps is that he can take tablets out. Obviously it is his container, he can take as many tablets as he wants. कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन वो कंस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है या कंस्ट्रेंट नहीं है, कोई कंस्ट्रेंट नहीं है that he can take only 1 tablet a day. ठीक है, so he can take as many tablets as he wants. Let's say he takes 1 tablet right now. अगर 1 से काम नहीं बना तो हम 2 भी निकालेंगे, but let's say he takes out 1 tablet. So if he takes out 1 tablet now, and when he takes that out, now all of them are indistinguishable, but one thing is very common. If I break this tablet also, I know now exactly 2 half, or rather I should say 4 half of tablet A, so tab A, and similarly 4 half of tab B. Shiv, agar if there are total 4 tablets over there, and after I break all the tablets, there are going to be 8 halves, right? So all I need to do is just maybe make a let's say, क्या कहते हैं इसको हिंदी में, तो this we can call it a pudiya or something, but in English what do we call the maybe I can keep it in a pouch or something. I can keep it in a pouch. How many? 4 halves I can keep and 4 halves. So 2 half से मिलकर के 1 बन जाएगा और 2 उसके half से मिलकर 1 बन जाएगा. So now my dose is complete. I don't have to worry.
So but this is also the first scenario occurs ideally, right? Like there could be also a scenario where both the doses are of B, like all the 4 halves belongs to the B.
Okay, now
that's what
it's no, it is given in the question. It's given. I'll read the question with you. That's why I said that you have to be, see, puzzle solve करने का यही reason that you have to read the question very carefully. Anything in the, I'll redo this, so don't worry. I'm just erasing this to make sure that we don't get confused. Okay, I'm just erasing it to make some space. I'll redo it, so don't worry. But let's read this one. So it is saying that, let's go back to the one more slide itself. Right. So it says over here, you can see that one day while Anand was taking the medicines out, 2 tablets of second medicine. So if I have container number A and container number B, so second container se 2 tablet got mixed up with the 1 tablet of the first medicine. So first say 1 tablet. So instead of doing this, maybe this is the condition and now this has got intermingled. Now is it making sense?
So but if there's no, like, what I like the contention which I have is that if if he can discern, like discern in the way, in the sense that if he's aware, right, that these two tablets belong to B, so what would be the need in the first place? Like that's what I'm not getting. Like
Okay,
if he's
the
able to discern or determine that okay, the two tablets which are in distinct
pulse, and for a split second in your hand itself, they got intermingled, and they're very expensive medicines, and you cannot basically lose. Matlab, you cannot afford to waste them. So now, how do you make sense of it, and how do you complete your dose? That is the question. Now, I'm not adding outside information. I'm just trying to make you understand what the situation is. This is what the situation is. That although he knows that the two tablets he has taken from container B, but then by somehow the two tablets that he took out and the one tablet that he already had in his hand got mixed up. Okay, and once they got mixed up, now there is no point to distinguish them. But beforehand, he knew that the two tablets that he is taking is from the container B. So I know for a fact that the two tablets over there, मतलब कोई भी दो tablet container B से होगा, but which two tablets I don't know. That is the thing.
so, so in that case, so the only thing which I which is perplexing in my case is that like once like since he's not able to discern, right, he's not able to distinguish between each of them, so except the one which he takes out at the last. So in that case, sir, how can he be sure that it would be in the right proportion? Like there could be also many cases in which
नहीं नहीं
the
नहीं नहीं नहीं
promotions
नहीं
are.
देखो, पहले तो भाई ये डिसर्निंग और ये परप्लेक्सिटी प्लीज डोंट डू. I am not able to make out. ठीक है. Okay, let's understand. So he knows that A ka there is only one tablet. Okay, and he needs, and obviously he will break the tablets because he knows that I'll be taking half of and I'll make a one. So
Sir, I
huh,
got, sir, I understand that, but like let's say sir कि उसने he broke the tablets and he mixed them in a proportion where there are let's say
वो हो ही नहीं सकता है. वो हो ही नहीं सकता कि अलग गलत शरत होती है. यही तो, that is the beauty ना. That's why he is taking away one medicine from A. I understood what you are saying. That agar proportion, agar suppose 3 tablets of B is taken, then the proportion will get no. That is why he is taking from A only. Okay, he will have to take out from A only. That's what I'm saying. So this is the solution, and this is a far easier puzzle than the last one that we did. That had a lot many cases. This does not have those many cases. But I will still, leave you with it. Think on it.
yes sir.
Okay. Again, I mean, I'm 100% sure that sometimes it gets a little challenging to even, digest the answer. But then just tell me one thing, Jim. Do you think the answer seemed logical?
So it seemed logical in the ideal scenario, right? That okay, like ideally this should happen.
Mm.
So in that way it was logical.
Okay. If there is anything that is bugging you still, I am not able to understand which part is bugging you. Like, how is it that he is able to get?
So how is it that at the end of it, since he's not since he's not aware the which is the A medicine or which is the B medicine of the three medicines, right? So how is he able to get the proportions all right? Like there could be also a case where of the four halves, three halves are of let's say A, or three halves are of B, and only one is there's only one half which he gets right.
देखो, 2 tablets of the second medicine got mixed up with 1 tablet of the first medicine.
So
So he,
but yes sir.
so the information is that he knows I, instead of A and B, I should have written first or second. Okay, first, second. So from second, there are two already there in the packet or in his hand, and there is one from the first. Okay. Now I'm breaking them apart. So if I break it, suppose I break it like this. Okay, I break it like this. Now these two अभी कहीं भी इसको डाल दो, यहां भी डाल दो, वहां भी डाल दो, बट दीज टू विल मेक वन कंप्लीट डोज, ठीक है। एंड दीज टू, कहीं भी इन दोनों को इंटरमिंगल कर दो, इसको यहां डाल दो इसके बीच में, या इसको यहां डाल दो, बट इफेक्टिवली दीज टू विल मेक वन कंप्लीट डोज ऑफ सेकेंड मेडिसिन. I need to make sure that my dose from the first medicine is also compensated. So to compensate that, what I will do is I will just take out one medicine and break it apart into halves. This is what I'm saying.
So but question तो ये दिया गया ना कि like the medicines got mixed up. He cannot figure out which medicine belongs to the which lot, which set. Like,
oh, acha. Can you find a solution where Anand can use this term? No, that is not. No, Shiv, that is not the question. The question is not how do you deduce. That is again non-deterministic. वो इसमें से deduce करना possible ही नहीं है. वो question है ही नहीं. The thing that is confusing you is not even the question is that can you find a solution where Anand can use these tablets without throwing them away? Using is basically using for his dose, na. उसमें से फिगर आउट करना कि कौन सा कौन वाला है वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. वही है, मतलब फिर इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ केसेस बनेंगे एंड देन विल हैव टू चेक एंड basically that is not even possible because they're absolutely identical. How do you identify that? Suppose there are two congruent coins, ठीक है, जैसे 1 रुपी के दो congruent coin है. So I'll try to make this thing since make it a little this thing. So suppose ये आपको स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया से आपको मिला है, ये पंजाब नेशनल बैंक से मिला है. अब मैं आपसे बोल रहा हूँ कि दोनों इंटरमिंगल हो गए. अब मेरे को बताओ एसबीआई का कौन सा है, पीएनबी का कौन सा. ये आप बता ही नहीं सकते, दोनों एकदम कॉन्ग्रुएंट है, आइडेंटिकल है. इज देयर अ वे टू डू दिस? नो. तो दिस इज, सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज. ये क्वेश्चन था. चलो ठीक है. एक और करना है कि shall we?
So we can do numbers.
बट ठीक है, ये करना ठीक है, मैं दे दूंगा. I'll upload this in.
Sir, I think once I give these puzzles more time by myself, so we get better.
Yes, 100%. And see, the thing is, Shiv, the point is that you can refer to the answer. It's not like you should not refer to the answer, but then at least give it like 2 hours. Okay. Since you are paying me something, so let me give my 2 cents into it. You can refer the answer. Some people will say, no, never look at the answers. Look at the answer after 1 year, 2 year. No, उतना time है नहीं अपने पास. ठीक है, 2 घंटे बाद देख लेना आंसर, लेकिन एटलीस्ट 2 घंटा देना, because your conscious brain has already worked on it. Let your subconscious brain also work on it. ठीक है, मैं बता रहा हूँ कि 90% चांस है कि उन 2 घंटों में सॉल्व हो जाएगा. या फिर एक काम करना शिव, जो मेरे को मेरे फैकल्टीज ने बताया था, मेरे जो टीचर्स थे उन्होंने बताया था, जैसे आप सोल्यूशन पढ़ रहे हो ना, तो 1 लाइन पढ़ लिया, 2 लाइन पढ़ लिया, अब उसके आगे मत पढ़ो. 2 लाइन पढ़ के खुद से डिड्यूस करने की कोशिश करो कि व्हाट ऑल कैन आई डू फ्रॉम हियर. मतलब लाइक डोंट जस्ट रीड इट लाइक कि मुझे आंसर जानना है. आंसर तो जान लिया, बट आंसर मतलब आपका दिक्कत जो ये वाला क्वेश्चन था, इसमें आपका दिक्कत ये नहीं था कि आंसर क्या है, आपका दिक्कत ये था कि क्वेश्चन से मैच नहीं हो रहा है, सिंक्रोनाइज नहीं हो रहा है. तो आंसर देखने से सिंक्रोनाइज नहीं होगा, ये मैं बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. यू विल हैव टू सिंक्रोनाइज द थिंकिंग टू द क्वेश्चन. जब क्वेश्चन समझ में आ जाएगा तब आंसर विल आल्सो स्टार्ट मेकिंग सेंस. सो इट्स ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ पिट. सो योर द गोल्फ बॉल विल fill into the pit, otherwise the confusion will just magnify. ठीक है, चलिए, we'll go to numbers. Not this one, obviously. The handout I was just, I'll just give me 1 second. I'll just share my screen with you in 1 second. एक second, should just give me 1 second. शिव, एक खाली मेरे को एक चीज बताओ. आर यू एटलीस्ट, मतलब एकदम सच बताना मेरे को, ठीक है, झूठ मत बोलना. आर यू एटलीस्ट enjoying the puzzles?
हाँ. So it is mentally stimulating, like
yes.
So there's certain enthrallment with the challenge, exhilaration with the challenge.
Basically the George Summer book है ना, the puzzle book, that is also very good. But the point उसमें क्या होता है, George Summer के अंदर there are little bit more complicated than these puzzles. So these are basic puzzles, but उसमें थोड़ा सा मतलब दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा, केसेस बनाने पड़ेंगे, तो वो भी अच्छा है, वो भी यूज करना है, ये सारे भी मैं डाल दूंगा.
Yes, sir.
Shiv, give me 1 second. I'm just finding my PPT so that I can uh, basically I can share some resources. Although I don't need the PPT, but still I am a little bit. 1.1, that is the litmus test. 1.1, yeah, this is the one. Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. Okay, I think it should be visible now. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We did some of the points in the last class. So let's just look into those points. And so basically we discussed about a number of factors, prime factors, total number of factors, odd number of factors, even number of factors, perfect square factor, perfect cube factor, sum of factors, product of factors. So we did a lot regarding factors. So, oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So basically the next idea that we should be discussing would be uh, okay, Shiv, I don't know. Sum of factors pay, there is a formula. I will discuss that formula probably uh, now.
So you had said we would be doing that um, at the
हाँ,
time of that thing.
एक क्या बोला था? What will we do?
So we would be doing the formula of GP geometrical
हाँ, geometry.
provision at the time of in the at some point in the future. So yeah.
या मतलब ठीक है, हटाओ ना उसको. I think वो अभी छोड़ देता है. It will just ठीक है. 1-2 साल पहले मैं बताता बड़ा रस लेकर के, ये सब चीजें बताने में मजा आता है, बट ठीक है, ये सब कभी नहीं पूछते कैट में.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can hear me, na, Shiv?
Yes, sir, you're audible now.
I got locked out. Oh, I don't know. Something may have happened.
Yes, sir, so you suddenly disappeared. So I guess that you probably got logged out. So yeah.
Geo is again started the thing. ठीक है. Okay. What I was saying is that we'll be discussing some some question. ठीक है, one question, and then we can possibly do HCF LCM. अगर
Yes, sir.
आज अगर आज नहीं हो पाया ना, for some reason HCF अगर ये 1.1 कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाया तो सैटरडे संडे में I'll do a class. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
My screen is must be not visible. Yeah. Why is it not catching the picture? Why is it not? अजीब अजीब हरकतें होती हैं कभी कभी. Like I don't understand. Sometimes I feel like what the nonsense is happening. Why is the lift up? अति हो गई है. Like literally, I feel sometimes I really am pissed off by this technical glitches. Okay, this is a question. Let's look into this question, Shiv, and
Yes, sir.
we will solve it together.
Square of
I'm pretty much sure that now this is not going to be problematic, Shiv.
so, can you give me a couple of minutes? I will just solve and
Please, please, please take your time. Okay, so I'm back.
So,
Hmm.
sir, so the third part, the number of factors of n which are multiple of 100.
हाँ.
So, how would we approach this part?
ठीक है, उस पर सोचते हैं. पहले दोनों का क्या होगा आंसर्स?
So, पहले दोनों का the perfect square factors came out to be 72,
Okay.
and
And
the
this one?
perfect cube factors, they came out to be 12.
Perfect. So I will share. There's no point, I mean, discussing the answer then. You have obviously understood the method, picking out the number of perfect square numbers that can be formed from the exponents of 2 and then 3 and then 5 and then 7. You have understood it. Similar thing for this
Cube.
perfect cube factor. No point discussing that. The factors of the number n which are multiple of 100. शिव एक चीज बताओ, what is 100?
So, under what is 100?
हाँ?
Okay, in prime factorization, so that would be um, just
10 into 10. 10
5
is
square
2
into 2 square.
2 square, 5 square.
Yes, sir.
Now, so the point is that how many factors of n will be multiple of 100?
And
Yeah.
so,
बताइए.
so fact, so factors, जो भी factor होंगे, they would be able to, I guess, first they would be able to divide this thing.
Yeah.
So,
Shiv, लेकिन we will try to find the number of factors from the exponent plus 1 thing only. ठीक है. What I am saying is that question is saying कि how many of the factors of n which are multiple of 100? What does this mean first of all? What it means is that n के ही factors होने चाहिए जो 100 के multiples होंगे. So how can we break this thing? Can we break this n like this? 2 square into 5 square. Okay, and then I'm keeping a bracket like this. Okay, so it will be 2 cube into it's still the same number. I'm just writing it in this type of a format. Okay, so 2 cube into 3 to the 4 into 5 to the 4 into 7 square. Okay,
yes, sir.
now what we can see is that all of this is going to be a multiple of 100 because 2 square 5 square is basically 100. So अगर मैं इस पूरे नंबर को इस पूरे लेट्स से प्रोडक्ट ऑफ दिस को अगर मैं n डैश बोल दूं, so this n dash से जो मेरे को number of factors मिलेगा, all of these factors are going to be a multiple of 100. Why? Because 100 is already multiplied to this, na? So basically I will not have to do 5 plus 1 into 4 plus 1 into 6 plus 1. Now what I will do is 4 into 5 into 5 into 3. Do you understand? Basically 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1 and 2 plus 1. So this is the total number of factors as multiple of 100. Okay. So this is what 15, 20, so 300. 300 should be the answer.
So could you explain it once more?
देखो एक मैं फिर से बता देता हूँ.
Sir, I understood. हाँ sir.
देखो नंबर दिया हुआ है, ठीक है, there's a number that is given there and we need to find the number of factors of n which are multiple of 100. So first thing that I did is that I converted the number itself such that I get 100 outside of this n. Okay, so 100 multiply by whatever is remaining, whatever is remaining.
Okay.
And I mean I called it n dash. You can keep it at like that also.
That would give us the number itself.
Yes, why? देखो इस नंबर का फैक्टर्स निकाल क्यों रहे हैं हम, पूरे का फैक्टर क्यों नहीं निकाल रहे, सवाल ये होना चाहिए. बट सवाल मतलब जवाब उसका ये है कि पूरा का पूरा नंबर जो n है that is not a multiple of 100. The factor, obviously the factor, how many factors of n are there? So obviously you can have 6 into 5 into whatever. So suppose the number is hypothetically, मुझे exactly मैंने calculate नहीं किया है तो, but suppose the number is 700, ठीक है, but all these factors, all these total number of factors 700, are all of the multiples of 100? No. Which are multiples of 100? So the ones which have 100 common to all of them.
Yes sir.
ठीक है ना? और पहले दोनों का तो good that you have gotten them correct. So okay, let's get into HCF LCM, right? अभी आज कोशिश करते इसको खत्म कर देने की. Achha, this has factorials also, but I will not discuss factorials in this class. I probably will be discussing this in a number 2. So I think I should take the. I think let's go back to our old PPT.
Yes,
that ways we can finish it off. Okay. Give me just 1 second, Shiv. live.com. शिव एक सेकंड ना, सॉरी थोड़ा सा आज आई एम मेकिंग यू.
It's okay sir.
Basically my old PC had a lot many resources matlab handy, but this one some of them I don't have, some of them I have. For example, इसमें OneNote PowerPoint है नहीं, PowerPoint के लिए I have to access Microsoft 365 और थोड़े थोड़े उस वजह से चीजें. चलिए, we did factors and multiples. We will not go back to it. Sum of factor, product of factor. ये कोई सब क्वेश्चन अभी नहीं करेंगे. Let's get directly into HCF LCM. ठीक है. और कितना बड़ा है ये? होपफुली आज ये खत्म हो जाएगा, होपफुली, लेट्स सी। ठीक है, ठीक है शिव, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड मेनी थिंग्स, जस्ट टेल मी वन थिंग नाउ। तो द मल्टीपल्स एंड फैक्टर का तो वो खत्म हो गया होगा ना, देयर शुडंट बी एनी doubt what is a factor, what is a multiple. You know
Yes,
what a factor is, right? So if I ask you, because these are smaller numbers, 24 and 36, can you tell me what is the highest common factor to this? Obviously you can, because what you will do is, perhaps if we were in school, we could do something like this.
Hmm.
Basically I'm just writing the factors and that's all. 36 ke liye what all I can do, 1 into 36,
2, 18, 3, 12,
4
4,
9 6 6,
6.
and that's it. So I can see many common factors over there. For example, I can see a common factor. I can see the 4 common factor, but they're asking for the highest common factor.
12.
So 12 is the highest common factor. We can see that, okay? But obviously this is not a very handy method to calculate for, let's say, HCF, because obviously numbers were small and we could have done it very easily. So the point again is that we will be taking use of prime factorization. So kabhi bhi number theory ke andar, you should know that prime factorization is almost the key to all the locks that we have.
Hmm.
Okay. So let's see, when we list down the number of factors, we see there are many common factors, but the highest common factor is 12 by the method of enlisting. So let's start with prime factorization to see what is common between these two. Okay, so if I ask you, Shiv, what is the prime factorized form of 36? Can you tell me it quickly? 6 into 6, 2 into 3, 2 square, 3 square?
2 square into 3 square, yeah.
Yes, sorry. I should write 36. And what is the prime factorization of 24?
2 cube into 3. No. 24. 2
8
cube.
3 is correct.
2 cube into 3.
Now, the point is that I need to take out common factors. So just tell me, Shiv, if I have to take out common factors, basically the number of 2's should be present. If I take out 2 to the 3 from the second one, 2 to the 3, that is 8. Is 8 a factor of 36? No, 8 is not even present there. So I am 100% sure that you have understood the point that I'm trying to make, that we can only take out the common exponents, right? So needless to say, the HCF will have all the prime bases, that is 2 into 3. But whatever we will be putting as the index is going to be the lower index of the 2. So it is going to be 2 into, tell me,
Uh,
1.
1.
And why not 2? Because 9 may be present in 36, but 9 is not present in 24 as a factor, right? That is the reason. So effectively, the point that I want to express through this lecture or through this slide is that we can write the HCF just from looking at the prime factors factorization, and actually this is the only thing that we will be doing. और कोई भी मेथड यूज नहीं करेंगे, यही मेथड यूज करेंगे। ठीक है, कभी भी HCF निकालना होगा दो नंबर्स का, so we will be using this method. Write down all the prime bases and take the lower exponents, right? So that is the general method.
Yes, sir.
And this is exactly what I have demonstrated in the slide also. If you take 1 second pause, you can read exactly the same thing has been written over there. So now let us discuss LCM. What is the least common multiple of 9? The same thing, but this time around, Shiv, since एक चीज नोटिस करना, हमने जब फैक्टर्स बोला था तो हाईएस्ट फैक्टर, कॉमन फैक्टर हाईएस्ट, और मल्टीपल्स में लीस्ट बोल रहे हैं. कैन यू टेल मी द रीजन फॉर दैट?
So because if we go, the number will be infinity.
Yes. It can be a humongously big number if I
Hmm.
talk about the highest common multiple, because, and the fact of the matter is, there you can find one common multiple that is big, but then another common higher multiple can be found out. So logically speaking, does not make sense. What does make sense is the least common of the multiples. And since we are talking of multiples, obviously we are talking about the tables. So 9 ka multiple 9 could have 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, and so on and so forth. Similarly, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. And now we are looking at the least common multiple. We can say 36 as a multiple. We are not seeing anything else, but they have actually enlisted 72 iske aage aayega. So they have enlisted that 7208, but since we don't have any common multiples before 36, so 36 is my common multiple. Again, Shiv, this is the logic, but then needless to say, this is not the method that we will be using for finding factorization. Although this is absolutely perfect, but this is time consuming. So what we will be doing is again taking help of the prime factorization funda. So what is going to be the prime factorized form of 9?
9 3 into 3.
3 square. And prime factorized form of this 12.
3 square into 2 square. No, 12. It would be 2 square into 3.
Perfect. Acha, now you have to tell me कि obviously Steve, प्राइम बेसिस तो वही होंगे जो है, लेकिन एक्सपोनेंट्स क्या ले? And the reason also, if you say that we can take both the two exponents and both the three square exponents, then why is the reason for that? Think about it. You know the answer.
Uh,
Okay, let me tell you. See, we're talking about multiples, na Shiv? We're talking about multiples. So, since we are talking about multiples, all the numbers will be present. All the numbers with the exponents will be present, because it's not common, it's not a common this thing. We're talking about multiple. Yes, common multiples, but something different. Factor में क्या था? Factor should divide the number completely, but यहाँ ऐसा कोई need नहीं है. Least common multiple में we need 4 all. I mean, we can have 2 also, we can have 4 also, we can have 3 also, we can have 9, 9 also. So, and that is perhaps the reason 2 का हाईएस्ट एक्सपोनेंट जो हम इसके लिए पिक करेंगे that would be 2, and 3 का जो एक्सपोनेंट पिक करेंगे that would be 2, and this is effectively 4 into 9, that is 36. That is the LCM that we have calculated through this method, the logical method, the analytical method. However,
yes,
there's a slight thing that you should remember. लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल के लिए जो प्राइम बेसिस के, मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूं, लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल के लिए प्राइम बेसिस के 2 and 3 आर द प्राइम बेसिस. प्राइम बेसिस के जो एक्सपोनेंट्स होंगे that is always going to be the higher of the available ones. HCF के लिए, and please understand it, least के लिए higher होगा, and HCF के लिए highest common या greatest common divisor के लिए
lowest के लिए.
lower exponents होगा. So this is one, you can say, a twist of the tongue that you can remember, something like that. But yeah,
Yes, sir.
चलिए अब एक क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं. अच्छा सा क्वेश्चन है. We have two numbers, n1 and n2, and we have to find the HCF and LCM. This will actually tell me whether you have understood the question or not. I mean, the idea or not.
Okay, sir. Just a minute.
ठीक है.
So,
Hmm.
so do we have to? Should I tell the number, final number?
हाँ मतलब नहीं वो उस पे बोल सकते you can use the
It's so I think the HCF would be 2 cube into 3 raised to power 4 and
and
5 raised to power 1, and LCM would be 2 raised to power 4, 3 raised to power 6, 5 raised to power 4.
that's it.
Yeah.
But it will have 7 to the 5 and 11 to the 3 also, Shiv. Remember, na, it's the least common multiple. So a multiple can be as big as it. And in the factor form, you don't include 7 and 11 because though 7 is present in n1, it is not present in n2. So 7 के कोई भी exponents है वो factor नहीं होगा n2 number का, and vice versa. 11 is not present in n1. So that's why we are keeping the prime basis vacant over there. But for a least common multiple, this will be there. So don't
Okay.
forget that. Okay. So this is the answer.
This,
If just in case for HCF, reiterating myself, take the common primes, pick the lowest power of these primes. For LCM, pick all the primes, and pick the higher powers of this prime. Okay. So this is very important. Fractions, HCF, LCM of fraction. So HCF of fraction is, this is very, actually it's easy also. HCF of a fraction is going to be HCF of the numerator by LCM of the denominator. And LCM will be exactly the same, but LCM of the numerator
by
and
HCF of the denominator.
this is basically 4-5 क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करोगे ये रट जाएगा, ये सब बहुत बेसिक चीजें हैं. One more thing, product of two numbers will always be the product of the HCF and the LCM. Now can you tell me the reason for this shift?
Product of two numbers would be the product of HCF and the LCM. Okay.
देखो, let's go back. This was number one, this is number two. Okay, so if I say product of these two numbers is the product of HCF and LCM, is it not? Just see this. Product of the two number would be 2 to the 7, 3 to the 10, 5 to the 5, 7 to the 5, 11 to the 3, because same basis the powers will be added and stuff like that. And the same thing will happen for n1 into n2 also. So n1 into n2, if you, let's say the LHS is one part, the RH is the other part, because this is obviously different quantities. HCF is a different quantity, LCM is a different quantity. But when you multiply HCF LCM, that is equal to the left hand side product of the two numbers. So basically, this is what they are saying in the point over there. Okay. So although they have asked you to think about it, but that's true. Two numbers are said to be relatively prime or co-prime if they have no. We have discussed this in great details, so no point discussing it over. But some point that you need to understand is that HCF of two co-prime number is always one, क्योंकि कोई common factor है ही नहीं. और LCM क्या होगा? Obviously product of the two numbers, because since there are no common element into that. Basically for LCM, what do you do? If you have, let's say, 18 and 12, you take out the common factor that binds them. So let's say I take out 6, 3 and 4, and now you multiply. So 3 4s are 12 into 6, whatever that is going to be, that will be my LCM. Okay. 6 4s नहीं होगा, 6 2s होगा, sorry, extremely sorry. 6 36. So basically the moment I have co-prime pairs over there, common element निकालने के बाद, then we can multiply them together and you can get the answer. So 6 6 are 36. So the LCM of this is going to be 36. We can verify this also. Acha, this is also something that I have told you, that any two consecutive number will always be co-prime.
Co-prime.
For example, 6 and 7 will be co-prime, 7 and
3 and
8 will
4.
be co-prime. Yes, 3, 4, 9, 10, so on and so forth. Basically, this is just reiterating what I have told you, just so that the ideas get even hammer ho jaye idea. And this is exactly the same thing we can use, and we can use numbers to verify this. HCF of a number and its product is equal to the number into the LCM of the number and their product. This is basically a hypothesis. We can leave it at that. We can actually prove it with an example, but I'm leaving it at that. And also one more thing, LCM is always going to be a multiple of the highest common factor. They are asking you to think about it. And
Because
huh.
because HCF is always a smaller number.
Yeah, because also Shiv, you can see now, see, 2 to the 3 is already present here, 3 to the 4 is present here, 5 to the 1 is present. So invariably, if I take this part common, then whatever is remaining is going to be my multiple, na? Whatever 2 to the 1 into 3 to the 2 and whatever. So that is going to be a multiple. So that is exactly what they have written over there. Now the theory is over. So now we can go and do the questions. I would say let's keep it theory to over hui gaya hai. Now actually what I would suggest you to do is, Shiv, I'll give you a homework.
Yes, sir.
Sunday let's do a class. Okay.
Okay. So that would be a question class.
हाँ आफ्टरनून में कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ना 5 to 7 समथिंग लाइक दैट, बिकॉज आई डोंट नो. अच्छा अभी मैं बता रहा हूँ, आई एकदम एग्जैक्ट मैं बता दूंगा, संडे को बता दूंगा. और अगर कल फ्री हुआ तो मैं बता दूंगा मैं फ्री हूँ. अगर आप फ्री हो तो मेरे को बता देना. जनरली व्हाट हैपेंस बिटवीन सैटरडे एंड संडे, आई गो आउट विद माय फ्रेंड्स जो भी है. तो
सर आप सुबह बताएंगे कि मतलब शाम के समय?
कल बता दूंगा. कल अगर क्लास कर सकता हूँ तो मैं सुबह बता दूंगा, क्योंकि वही टाइमिंग विल बी 5 to 7 इन द आफ्टरनून.
बट इन एनी केस यू वुड बी इन्फॉर्मिंग मी ऑन संडे, राइट?
अगर कल पॉसिबल हुआ तो कल बता दूंगा, वरना अगर कल नहीं बता रहा हूँ तो संडे मैं कंफर्म कर दूंगा. ठीक है कि संडे वी आर हैविंग अ क्लास. और अगर कंफर्म नहीं कर रहा हूँ देन वी कैन पॉसिबली स्टार्ट फ्रॉम मंडे एंड व्हाटएवर. ठीक है ना?
यस सर.
बाकी आई वुड जस्ट से वन थिंग, go to QA 1.1, practice the questions that are there in the module. You can try the class exercises also, that is okay. You can also try out the practice exercises, the class exercises मैं यहाँ करा दूंगा. Practice exercises हम अगर कोई problem है या कोई ऐसा question है तो you can just take a screenshot and upload into our Telegram group. We'll look into that. अच्छा, एक और चीज, handouts के बारे में क्या करना है? There are some topics that still I need to cover. For example, factorial. Factorial के अंदर index of greatest power, IGP, is something that needs to be dealt. This is actually this is a part of higher numbers, which is number 2. Okay, and a little bit of remainders. So हम क्या करते हैं ना, next Monday onwards we will start higher numbers. मेरे को number theory खत्म करना है जल्दी से जल्दी, क्योंकि तब हम लोग then we can index of greatest power and some other stuff also. Yes sir. हाँ, राइट मोस्ट जीरो का भी फंडा है, स्किपिंग जीरोस इन अ फैक्टोरियल, ट्रेलिंग जीरो, ये है थोड़ा, ये चैप्टर इंटरेस्टिंग तो है. इट्स एक्चुअली अ वेरी गुड चैप्टर.
So for the next class I should be doing as many QA 1.1 questions and handout questions which you would be uploading, right?
हाँ, मतलब अभी के लिए what you can do is QA 1.1 का प्रैक्टिस एक्सरसाइज, एक ही प्रैक्टिस एक्सरसाइज है 1.1 में. तो अगर मन करे तो क्लास एक्सरसाइजेस भी कर लो मॉड्यूल में, एंड यू कैन डू द 1 पॉइंट
अपलोड कर दीजिएगा ना.
ओके, द पीडीएफ यूज है this one.
Yes sir, that would be of great help.
Sure. इसको मैं अपलोड भी कर दूंगा। एंड द फैक्ट इज कि ये है भी, मतलब मॉड्यूल में ये सारे क्वेश्चन सब दिया हुआ है, और एज अ मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट मॉड्यूल के अंदर ये सब भी दिया हुआ है, ये थ्योरी भी दिया हुआ है, यू हैव सीन इट।
Yes,
तो ऐसा ऐसा चीज पीडीएफ से है, हाँ मैं डाल
Yes,
दूंगा, दैट्स इट। हाँ वेल
this is आपने
आई
बोला
अपलोड।
handouts वाला, तो I was just asking about that would you be
वो तो
using
ऑब्वियसली वो
Hmm.
हो जाएगा, अभी थोड़े थोड़े टाइम के अंदर वो हो जाएगा। ठीक
Okay,
है,
sir.
ठीक है शिव, आई थिंक। और एक फाइनल थिंग बिफोर वी टर्न डाउन द क्लास, आई वुड से I had some reservations today for the verbal abilities also. I was thinking to give you some passages, but I'll upload them. So अगर हम लोग संडे को क्लास नहीं कर रहे तो I will upload some resources to you and
Yes, sir.
प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर दो शिव, ठीक है ना। एक आधा आरसी करो, मैं डालूंगा
सर
उसमें
आप
मैं। हाँ
VARC 1000 अपलोड कर दीजिएगा ना साथ में उसके।
मैं कर दूंगा, वो मैं अपलोड कर दूंगा। और उसके साथ मैं कुछ कुछ रिसोर्सेज भी डाल सी देखो पॉइंट ये है ना शिव कि प्रैक्टिस मॉक टेस्ट से करो या पीवाईक्यू से करो, वहीं से आना चाहिए। वीडियोस के साथ एक प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि एक तो बोरिंग बहुत होता है, और बैठ के
Yes, sir.
देखने का अटेंशन स्पैन भी, आई डोंट वांट टू वेस्ट योर टाइम, दैट्स द सिंपल थिंग।
Yes, sir. You were just recommending it other, so I was just curious about that.
और वो करना द जेमिनाई, परप्लेक्सिटी और चैट जीपीटी में वो डाल के जस्ट कीप द आर्गुमेंट स्ट्रक्चर, टेकिंग सम सेंस ऑफ इट, बिकॉज इफ you know and please whatever reading you are doing, make sure that the reading is compensated with a good amount of critical reasoning into it,
Hmm.
तो अच्छा हो जाएगा। और keep practicing the puzzles also।
Yes, sir. Sir, please upload this test funda puzzles on that group.
वो कर दूंगा, आई विल डू,
Hmm.
चिंता मत करो वो सब। और अगर मैं भूल गया तो मेरे को बस एक बार वहां पर रिमाइंड कर देना, पिंग कर देना, ठीक
Sir,
है।
so सुबह मैं
हाँ
आपको एक पिंग दे दूंगा।
श्योर 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 100%।
Okay, sir.
ठीक है सर, सर शिव, गुड नाइट।
Good night,
या
sir.
ओके, बाय, टेक केयर।
Bye.